Welcome to another video. Today we're going to try the natural structures redone. This one is by fallentoast. So today we're going to select that and we're going to put this on a new world, and we're going to actually keep this one pretty easy so that we could kind of check it out. We're also just going to go, for the sake of this, we're just going to make sure that we do have some stuff, and also to see, make sure anything else. We don't need no cheese, we don't need all that stuff. We will take a bonus chest though. We'll probably even show some coins, maybe some days played. We won't worry about flat world or anything like that, because like that stuff would be personal. So we're gonna go ahead and create it. We're gonna create it anyway. Now, supposedly this won't do anything. It just more is a kind of like a visual fixer, supposedly, that will kind of enhance your world. And we're going to check it out. Now, we did do one earlier, and it wasn't quite as good. So I want to see if there's actually any improvement to this one and the other ones. But it's supposed to help you kind of like, I don't notice anything kind of more like things are changed. But anyways, I mean, maybe we're just not seeing it. Maybe I don't quite have everything on. Yeah, because what we should do is maybe double check on a few of the settings. But it's supposed to kind of actually enhance your visual experience. Yeah, just give me a quick sec. I really want to check to make sure. So chat, everything seems to be on. It doesn't look like there's like much of it, anything like a change. Maybe there's a little bit of a slight change. Oh, look at this. Okay. So this is like one of the newer, I guess, kind of structure things that they're talking about. I guess there's stones in this one, which is kind of interesting. Like, almost like a kind of like a copy of, like, say if something kind of, went decayed over time, whatever. Yeah, okay, I get that. That's cool. Letters are pretty the same. I really do want to find, like, since we're going to do this in a bit of a survival setting, I want to see. I didn't even see that. Did I just make? Okay. Sounds are slightly bit different. I want to see if anything else kind of changed. But supposedly some things are updated, structures, so on and so forth. It probably would have been better just to do this possibly on a creative setting. I really wanted to get a chance to really kind of experience it without that need. But, oh, there we go. There we go. We just want to check it out. But I don't know if there's anything that is a big change in this. So I want to see if anything else kind of like substantially sets out to look like, sheep look pretty the same. I don't get what they think is different besides that one sort of. It might just be like structures in general. I don't have a clue right now. Like things like this is not normal. Not normally in the type of settings and stuff like that. What is that? I think there's pebbles though. I think that's kind of a nice little add-on, because you know what, we don't have that like normally in Minecraft, so like it's kind of a thing you would want to kind of like fix and do and stuff like that. Like villagers are pretty much the same. There's lots of like, man, lots of wheat here. I don't know, like, what else we could do for, like, stuff for a thing. And why is there tree right in the middle of the border of the village? I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, it feels like it was slightly modded. Now this is just a fresh world, like, I didn't do any editing on this one, so, like, you get these kind of like, looks like pillars, I guess you could say. Anything down there? Ooh. I guess these were just kind of like made to look like a ruin thing, and then they had these that are kind of like small little pebbles that you can probably use. I don't know if they have any practical use or not. Trees are pretty the same, so on and so forth. That is one insane kind of looking terrain. You know what we're going to do? I just really am curious about a lot of things. I really do want to go and take a peek around. And I don't want to like trying to like run to some things. So I'm going to just kind of like fly there. Huh? What is that? Is there... Hello? Well, this is actually kind of strange because like there's just like a whole bunch of snow and there's this, you know what I mean? Like, beautiful. Then there's like a chunk of snow. I have a question. Like, is there a sunken thing in here? No. What is that? I don't know. That is weird. Okay. So I guess it just randomly generates out stuff, but the thing is, that's not creepy. Okay. Okay. Looks like things just sit on top. Yeah, you're just going to enjoy that. I think one of the few things I do want to pick out is I want to go check out things like desert pyramids and stuff like that. See if there's any big change in that. Like, you do see a lot of these like randomized kind of like little things. They kind of like, it doesn't seem to be really affecting nothing. Oh, look at this. We haven't got that there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is there anything good in there? It looks like as if don't we really need it. Nah. Oh, what's this? There's a surface on this. Sweet. Eh. Look at that. Wow. I feel sorry for the people that have to live there. Like, if you lived on that side of your property, and if you were, like, having somebody else in the day, that's way over here. You know how long that's going to take? You'd have to bridge that person. And on top of that, look at that. Yeah, that ain't going to go anywhere. Anyway, but let them do their villagey stuff. Though I do find that there's like a lot more like little like things kind of lined around. That is actually cool. I don't know what they're supposed to represent, but maybe like as if you're going out and you're like walking, it's like trying to find like a small ruin or something like that. Like, look at it. There's another one down there from like in the beginning. Oh, hey, what's my luck today? Ooh. Just doing, you can stay. Like, it doesn't really affect nothing. The only thing it does affect is kind of like your base generation. You get like occasional little things like that kind of naturally spawn, which is actually kind of cool. Like I said, you don't normally get like pebbles. You can see them lying around off and on. Now I don't know if there's any like use to them. I never really looked for that. But I do want to find is like I said, a natural generated like structures, say like desert temple and stuff like that, and kind of getting an idea of everything. And okay, all right. Well, you know what? We're doing a little bit of water walking here. But, you know, otherwise, you know, everything looks like a little more, like, crisper. It's not really changing, like, too much. Oh. No, too small. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth kind of putting it in, but I do like the fact, like, if you had, like, rocks and stuff like that, if they had a purpose, like, where you could throw them and stuff like that, that'd be a totally different thing. There's another one of those things I told you, like, just random little bits of snow, and then there's nothing else. Like, Go fig. Like, I know it's naturally generating out what it's trying to, so, like, just see, like, they got structures like this. So, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a totem pole or something, and then, of course, over here you got all this. Like, you would kind of, like, see that, like, in a swamp. I don't know if, like, it was trying to generate a swamp, maybe. I don't know. Or if that's just part of how it was all set up. And see, there's another one of those kind of like totem pole kind of looking things. I don't know, but it's almost like a footpath, like as if you were like kind of walking and stuff like that. And you kind of came across them. Look at this. Another one. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh, hey, sweet. Got 3 apples in there. Maybe in a bit though, like what we could do is just check around and see what anything else that may have changed. This is actually pretty. I like the fact when you kind of have a little bit of generation. I don't like the fact that like you kind of like a big hello. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought it had a deep dark down there. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. You can see it right there. So, I mean, it's cool. I mean, like, it gives you, like, a little bit more difference, compared to what, you're used to and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, I would say it's okay to try it if you really want to. I like, personally, I'm kind of used to just with the regular kind of Minecraft. But if you like more, like it gets more generation of the, like the flowers, which is nice because they're less frequent in Minecraft. And now when you walk around, you might come across like some stone, which is actually kind of good. Instead of like going down in the mines and stuff like that, you can just mine it right there. Stuff like that. Now I don't know if any of them will kind of like generate certain types of ores. Maybe not. No. Okay. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's almost like X-ray. What is over there? Okay, nothing. Just a lot of nothing. Wow. What's my luck today? Come on, you gotta believe me on this one. Although this portal isn't quite done like the other ones. Oh, look at that. There's a clock in here. I want to take that. And then on top of that, like, you get more things like this. This is the difference. This is something you would kind of expect, like, say, if you're traveling, like, in, say, Africa and stuff, which makes sense. I mean, you kind of look at the trees and go, oh, yeah, okay, and stuff like that. Okay, well, it looks, I was hoping to get, like, a full kind of desert thing. And I like that they blended it, like got the generation to blend more like fully. Like instead of it being kind of sprawled across the world, it's kind of what you would expect in like a real world kind of setting. But that's just personal. I think so. I do like it. It seems really, really cool though, so far. But I really, really, really wanted to see if we could find, well, I mean, we found village, but does any other structures get things? Look at this. Ooh. Anything good down here? Hello, Mr. Guardian. Hello. Oh, or is this just... No, I don't know if he's even home right now. It's almost like there's like a pyramid underwater. That's cool. Looks like I tried to blend up 2 things in here. Beep, beep. Hello? 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 Anybody in here? Yeah, this would be really cool if you wanted to do an underwater beacon and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. Now, I thought there was holes in this thing, but that's just me. Anybody? Okay, well, I could have gone to that one. Anyway. That's cool. I like that. Anyway, I mean, I like it. It seems cool because it does have like some, like, noticeable slight differences, but does it affect anything else? I wish I could really like locate like structures and stuff like that because I really would like to see some of the differences in that. That is one insane. Yo, how tall is that? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 37, 38, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. Whoa! Look at this. Yahoo! Elytra glider! Woo! That'd be fun. Oh, I should put my wings on. That'd be fun. Anyway, we're not here to play on that one today, but you know what? I will probably just keep this world and kind of just like, you know, do some work on, do something. Anyway. I do admit, though, that they have a lot more, like, they looking... Okay, like I saw something orange, I was like, what is that? I mean, it's fine, and it works. That's cool. It's got a little more water left in there. I mean, you could go ahead and check it out for yourself, or maybe just add it in, like, you know, to give a little bit of extra for, like, kind of something interesting to add in and give it a little bit more of an experience, I guess you would say. Like I said, probably would have done this on a kind of survival sense. It'd probably be different and stuff like that. There's like I said, it looks like almost like a totem, like, to me, but that's just me. It's cool. Like, you know what? When you kind of step back, like, if you were to build, like, right into this, because look at that, like, it's got, like, the perfect generation for that. And it didn't take very much to kind of do that. And you actually got the cords right here. And I'll actually put those in the description. So if you kind of want to kind of go in and kind of like build it, I mean, go for it. I mean, lots of trees, stuff like that. I mean, you don't necessarily have to use this. But it's just kind of a, like, fixed visual thing. So makes it look a little bit more like is it not too Minecrafty where everything's kind of got its own kind of biome. It's kind of blended together in biomes. So you'll have, like, say, like a birch forest. Like, I haven't seen anything like that yet, but where, you know, you'll have natural generating kind of like sand dunes or whatever. This is pretty. I am really high up right now. So, I haven't seen anything to really kind of describe otherwise. I mean, I personally... There we go, another... Or is this the same village? Did we just start here earlier? Because I remember very distinctively there was like a kind of a tunnel. Or maybe this thing just has a tunnel. Just like the old one. That's just weird. Yeah. But yeah, I would consider, and I do like the fact though that in this, yeah, this is a different because this was on the other mountain and the other village, so this is pretty. I actually like that. And actually, you're not very far from, like, if you build up here, you don't have to worry about traveling very far because your village is right there, and you could go and just kind of like, you know, build around it or whatever. And you also got this like extra large space right here. Like, you could just build like until you're content or whatever. Maybe build like a little city of your own and kind of like a little side village or something. And that's actually cool too. I know there's different mods you can also add or whatever. And it kind of has that opportunity where you can add like structures naturally or whatever. I've been having a hard time to kind of get my hands... Man, my luck is up today. Look at this. Oh, that is cool. What is up with this village? Excuse me? Okay, anybody know this down here? Man, it's long. Yo, sir? Sir. You got lucrative property here. Sorry. And then you kind of got like all this, but I mean, it's pretty like interesting. That's kind of cool though. It doesn't look like they have everything, but everything is kind of like on different levels. So for really one nitwit that lives down there, I mean, he is a nitwit, so he doesn't have a job. Look at this. Bozo. Good luck getting them up. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, if you don't mind how, like, it has, like, the occasion, like I said, it has the kind of, like, I guess I've been calling them, like, totem poles, I guess. I mean, it's not, at least I don't think, but it's just basically, fixing a lot of, like, some of the very basics. People kind of talk about how it does, like, everything feels like it's too separated and not kind of blended, where this one's more blended. Yo! Like I said, I want to try apple stuff today. Look at this. And that one's just over there. Okay, well, I'm going to let a lot of these guys go. I don't need any of their stuff anyway, so I'm in creative. So yeah, let's just look for a spot. I'm gonna land, and we're just gonna go through some stuff and kind of like see what they have. Okay, we're gonna go right here. Yeah, we'll go right here. Just pretend like we're gonna go do stuff. Okay, there we go. So then one thing I noticed too is, you know how you have leaf litter? What is this? What is it? I don't know. Did I... You know what? Why are we doing this? We could just look through our inventory. See if anything's changed. Doors seem normal. Glass seems normal. Okay, well, how about just do it this way? Okay, see, there's different wood. Alright, I got you. And what's this? Salt lamps. Mortar. A drying rack. Coarse sifter. What's that? Red mushroom clumps. Rocks. A paper lantern. Lit paper lantern. A wreath? Really? What else is here? Pine tree. Remove slowness. Pine trail mix. Apple chips. Mistletoe. Is this like a Christmas thing? What's a pencil? I don't know. Pine nuts. Flint scraper. Mulberry bowl. Nimbleberry. Bowl of stuffed beetroot. And that is interesting. It's pretty good. We should have just done this right in the beginning. Okay, so it gives you kind of a little bit of a variety here. Roasted beetroot. Roasted stuffed beetroot. Use a bowl. Uncooked stuffed beetroot. Placeable mistletoes. Red petals. So these are from, petals. So those are from like flowers. Pebbles. Okay, so this is what it is. Pink rock salt. So I'm guessing that they have like things with recipes. There's oak barks, jungle barks. A whole bunch of stuff. Tip pencil, birch bark, drying rack, bamboo husk, bark again, holly. This is more like a partial, I feel like a holiday thing. Like I guess saying that. Crimson bark and ice cubes. I really need an ice cube. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask. So, yeah, so there is a little bit of a variety of stuff. I mean, I get it. They got bushes. These ones will not change. So this is a nimble bush. This cactuses, different types of cactuses, and so on. So, I mean, it works. And here's the pink soda. That's what we just saw, and I was kind of trying to figure that out. And they have a whole bunch of different little things. So it gives you, like I said, it doesn't take away from the generation, but that's the pink salt. So I guess when you're doing, like, I guess the recipes, I guess for the beetroot stuff, you need a bit of pink salt for that. I don't know. It's strange that they put like more of like wreaths. Actually, you know what? I want to see what that looks like. I know it's not Christmas or anything, but I just want to see something. Okay, well, yeah, it is. That is a little Christmassy. Merry Christmas, chicken! Christmas in July! Okay, we're just gonna follow with that one. Like, I don't know where you would kind of, like start like a Christmas village. I have no idea. Yo, I'm on to here. Look at that. There's another one. Yeah, you got all the chords in this, in the video. Like I said, go ahead, go check it out. I would say, yeah, go ahead. I would just go and crave in this one. I do like the fact, though, it is kind of unique. Blends everything a little nicer. Gives you a little variety compared to most. And it gives you a couple different things, like I said, rocks and stuff. Pebbles. And stuff like that. But I don't know. I won't say I hate this, and I won't say I fully like it. I was really hoping for more kind of based on generation, more like, you know, structure upgrades. I just really don't remember how to locate like structures and stuff like that, which is kind of sad because, well, I mean, this makes more sense, doesn't it? Look at that. Yeah, I'm just out here. I want to go down here. I'm not worried about drowning. Woo! Oops. I won't worry about that part. Can I get down here? Thank you. I keep forgetting I keep counting that in. I mean, alright. Not very far down. I mean, like, you're not going to drown or die or anything. That's cool. I mean, those flowers are new. Like, I even like the fact that, look at this, they got, like, these sticks that naturally just are on the ground, so, like, I think you hit them. Yeah, you just hit them. Okay, that's cool. So, every so often you might find, like, sticks kind of, like, littering the ground and stuff like that. Hello? Nice. What's that? Yeah, it's ice! I'm asking why this world is not generating some of this stuff. This is weird. Okay, anyway. I like that it also does this, like, it has more of, like, putting it on, like, for leaf kind of things, like, kind of falling on the ground and stuff like that. That makes a little sense, because, you know, these are not going to naturally just sink. They're going to just kind of float around naturally. So it does fix some things, makes some other things a little stranger. But then again, it could be also my end on my older phone. Maybe not kind of picking up on some of the things. But yeah, go ahead, go try it. I really implore. If I do I'll probably spend the next, like, hour kind of looking around and stuff like that. If I find any kind of, like, structure of any kind, I'm also going to look up some codes on trying to locate some stuff. And I want to take a look around and see if I could find, like, a desert temple, if that has changed, hasn't changed, because that's a natural kind of, like, like, structure that kind of, alright. Ooh, what is up here? Ooh, that's pretty. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and yeah, I'll leave it at this in the description. If you do want to put it in, yeah, I like to see from other people's point of view if it did change slightly on probably devices. Probably Java probably has more vibrant visuals, but like I said, I'm working on an older phone, so probably hasn't picked up a lot of the stuff as like it should. Apparently in the pictures, like, you get, this is more prettier, it has more of like a better outline, stuff like that, stuff like just different little things like this. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go, and I hope you all have yourselves a great day. Cheers.